Hey, this is Anthony Metivier from magneticmemorymethod.com, and this is the final video in a short little series. I'm putting together a bunch of videos just for one podcast episode, and the podcast refers to that episode, and I'm just showing off some memory palaces, and you can check that out at magneticmemorymethod.com/improve-my-memory. And finally, to end up this series, I am showing one of my own memory palaces. So we've looked at some memory palaces from other people. Now we'll look at one of mine. And I just want to show you, really, this is an old high school of mine, using it for different purposes right now for memorizing kanji radicals as part of my Japanese studies. And yeah, it really just takes a minute to draw this all out. And there's some principles going on in this memory palace that you might want to know about. So, for example, everything is in clockwork order, following a linear line. And if you look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, those are actually the corners of the rooms that we're in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so forth. Basically, what's happening is not really entering the rooms, but standing at the door and looking through those stations, and not even really standing at the door, but just using that order so that there's not really any path crossing or anything like that that causes the usage of extra energy and just, wasting time and so forth. It's just boom, 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 station, 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 knowing where they are, going them very quickly in the mind, memorizing information, leaving the information there, and then going back to rehearse the information at that place a sufficient number of times before it gets into long-term memory, and then still being able to use the memory palace to recall the information later. But it's very, very important to understand when you're doing this kind of work that you want to make your journeys linear. And so if you want to check out other memory palaces, then come on over to magneticmemorymethod.com/improve-my-memory. And there are some others from Magnetic Memory Method students for using cards, for memorizing foreign language vocabulary, and just whatever people are working on. There's no end to what you can do with a well-constructed memory palace, and there's a for-free video series on the site so that you can register and get a training in the details about how all this works, why it works, and how to do it. So come on over, and until we see you next time, keep magnetic.